Well, welcome everyone to what I hope again is an insightful yet brief conversation about how to increase your capacity with Facebook. I'm Wes Raley on behalf of the entire Anthem Medicare team in Indiana. Welcome. Let's dive right in. As we get started, let me remind you that I am part of a team of 5 people here in Indiana directly assigned to support you in your Medicare business. So, should you need anything, don't hesitate to reach out to one of the 5 of us at the top of your screen. And as usual, I've included some important numbers for you as well with Medicare agent sales support, D-SNP eligibility, licensing, and commissions. So feel free to pause and gather this data as you see fit. Don't hesitate to reach out to us. We are here to partner with you. So let's go ahead and get started. Today, I'm actually going to take you live through how to create everything you need to increase your capacity with Facebook. So first, I have gone to facebook.com in my browser, as you can see. The first thing you're going to do is log in with your usual login. Now, I do have to tell you that to conduct a page on Facebook with your insurance business, you have to have a personal page as well. So they don't need to be linked. However, you do need to already be signed up for Facebook, which if you need that, the sign up is right here. It's quick and easy, as they say. Most people are already on Facebook, so I'm going to assume that you have a Facebook or that you know how to sign up for one. And let's go ahead and log in. Okay, I've typed in my information here, and I'm going to click Login. All right, and once you log in, it'll take you to your news feed, and mine's pretty funny because it has a Disney Plus ad right now, shows you have little kids, but we're not going to spend too much time on my personal page. And as I said, you don't have to connect your personal page and your business page. You just simply need to come to this little arrow right here and click it. Once you click it, you'll click Manage Pages, and then Create New Page, and it will look something like this. Create a page. This is where you can connect your business to Facebook. And since I'm guessing you're not a public figure, if you're watching this, you're likely looking to connect your business or brand. So you'd click the business or brand, showcase your products and services, spotlight your brand, and reach more customers on Facebook. This is free, or if CMS is listening, it's $0, and you'll go ahead and click Get Started. Now, for business or brand, you'll want to name your page. This is the name that will appear at the top of your page. So for the purpose of today, I'm going to create a fake page called Medicare Agent Smith. So here I type it in, Medicare Agent Smith. And for category, I'm actually just going to select Insurance Agent. I'm going to put an address here. Let's say I'm in 101 Main Street, and I'm in Lafayette, Indiana, and let's say zip code is 47905. I'll go ahead and put my work number here because if anyone wants to contact me, you can call that. And let's continue. So first it's going to suggest that I upload a profile picture. Remember, the profile picture is that little square that appears at the top. I'll go ahead and select that. And I'll choose from one of my several handsome screenshots here. I like the tuxedo, so I'll go with that. And click Open. That's going to automatically make that your profile picture. Now it's going to ask you to upload a cover photo. Here's the, this is the wide rectangle that appears at the top of your page. I'll select a file. Now you're going to want to make sure that your username is exactly what you want it to be, so you scroll down to About, and it has your information you can update there. But here's where you would create your username. You just type in the name that you want, and I've put Agent Smith Medicare. And you'd click Create, and now it's going to be underneath your name, Medicare Agent Smith, and I'm found at Agent Smith Medicare. It could be anything you want as long as someone hasn't chosen it first. You could put in the business details, your email address, website, other info. By the way, this website, if you don't have your standalone agency website, feel free and we would encourage you to create your Agent Connect microsite. Check out the other tutorial on that, where you can create a site to generate passive leads as well as passive enrollments very quickly. I think it takes about 5 minutes for you to get set up. So go through our tutorial on that. I'll throw a link to that tutorial down below this video in the description. Now, another feature your page has is adding a button for people to either book an appointment with you, contact you by sending you a message or calling your phone number, sending you an email. They can watch a video about your business with this button. They can shop with you. or download an app, which we're not going to do for that. But adding to your page button is very important, and here's why. They can always dig through your list of contact information, but having this button here is a way for them to have a call to action right away, right in front of them, as soon as they visit your page. But if it were me and this were my page, I would want to drive all business to that agent microsite so that I could set up sort of a passive system where people can come to my Facebook page. They might see my advertisements through my Facebook page, or perhaps they could see my link in their email or on the printed material using a QR code, as we've talked about in the agent microsite tutorial, and just driving all of that passive business to one place. So I'm actually going to choose Shop with You and Shop Now. And I'll click Next, and it's going to ask me if I want to have people shop on my page, which we are not selling a product in the sense of, you know, knitted sweaters or something that they could just buy right here. We need them to go through our link. So I'll click Add Website Link, and I'll just paste that in my agent microsite here and click Save. And now it'll say Shop Now above. As you see, now the button says Shop Now. So let's test the button. As you see, I hover over it. I can always edit it if I want to change it back to send a message or put my phone number there. And I can delete it and not have a button at all. So let's test the button. And this is what it looks like when someone would click. It will pop up an external website. And this will take them, again, to my agent microsite page where they can either enter their lead information or enroll right there passively without me having to be present. So again, this is just another great way to generate passive income by establishing your presence on Facebook. Let's go down to posts. Let's see our posts, shall we? Here's the first post. We updated our cover photo. Well, we updated our profile picture. And that's nice, but it's not something that's going to garner a lot of views, or, well, it's not going to translate to sales, okay, if we advertise this post. So this is a nice post here, obviously. It looks great, but it's not something we would advertise because there's no call to action. So when you advertise on Facebook or anywhere, you really want to have that call to action. So what I'm going to do is create a post that I think would be a call to action that I could actually advertise, okay? So what I'll put on here, questions about Medicare. I am here to help. Check out my website and let's say explore your options today. Now I'm just going to do this, which is to paste in my Agent Connect microsite. Again, check out the tutorial if you want to figure out how to create your own. So I'll just paste it in. I already had it copied and ready to go. And there's my site. Now you'll notice it actually generates the link below here, Agent Microsite, that they can click on. But it doesn't look very pretty, does it? So I don't know. I like to make these things a little nicer and space this out. Also, by the way, you can delete this now, should you want to, and the link will still stay. They can click. All right, so not a problem, but I do like to have the link there. And sometimes, and you'll notice this in online copy, you can add a few things to this little advertisement we're doing. So let's say, let's even add in here another line and then put in our link again. Your one-stop shop for Medicare coverage. And let's go ahead and put our Anthem Medicare coverage so we can be specific. Little colon, and there we go. We've got it twice. Now, it doesn't look so pretty now, but I promise you it's going to look better in just a second. Let's add a photo, shall we? By the way, you know Facebook. If you've done Facebook, I mean, you can add all sorts of things here, but we're going to create a post that we have a call to action. Check out my website and explore your options today. That's a call to action. And then we're going to advertise it. So let's add a photo to make it look pretty, shall we? We've added the same photo that's our cover photo that's going to look really nice. Notice that if I want to publish this later, I can go to Publishing Tools and set up a scheduled post. For now, I'd like to post this live because I want to show you how you can boost it right away. Now, this is an option to boost it while you post it. And my suggestion to you is to not do that, and here's why. And you can play around with this and see what you'd rather have. But just know that for something like $5 a day, you can reach thousands of people on Facebook. In our day and age, there's never been a more lucrative way to advertise. I mean, for $5 a day, you can reach thousands of people on Facebook. Now, you can set up your ads however you want. You can say, oh, I want to pay based on how many people actually click the link, how many people see it, and thereby, in choosing different options, you can make the ad even cheaper in terms of ROI. You can boost it as you post it, but I don't recommend doing that, and here's why. It's really good to go ahead and post it, and if you have some followers, get some likes on it, get some shares on it maybe, and what's going to happen is when you boost it later, you will already have garnered some likes and shares, so that looks good when it pops up in someone's feed advertised, and it also will show the followers of Medicare Agent Smith. So it will say, Wes Raley likes Medicare Agent Smith. That will be one of the things that it says on my advertised post. So then you'll get to see, oh wow, several of my friends like this Medicare Agent Smith guy. And you'll build a following that way. It doesn't mean that everybody buys Medicare from you. It just means that they are supporting you, they like you, they refer you, they recommend you. And so this is why I say, wait to boost the post. Now, in this case, we're not going to have any likes because I'm making this as a mock page. But I still will show you what I would normally do. I'd post it, and once it's posted, it'll look like this. Questions about Medicare? I'm here to help. Check out my website and explore your options today. They click this, and it's going to take them right to my Agent Micro site. Again, as I mentioned, we have a tutorial for that on how to create all of this for them to you would generate a lead right here, and this is on our tutorial. It shows you all about how to get this up live for yourself in just about 5 minutes. It shows them how to get a quote right there on the spot. So we're not going to spend time on that, but we will look at these ad options. So there you have it. There's my first post and my first advertisement. Okay. So what do I want to do? Well, I can boost post. It says it's not reaching people because I don't have anyone who likes this page, which is good right now because I personally don't actually sell Medicare, so this would be a problem if they did see this. So as I make this tutorial, just know I'm not soliciting business. So it's not going to reach anyone right now. However, if I invite people to like my page, I can invite a ton of people. Since this is a mock page, I'm not going to invite my personal friends to my fake page, but I will show you how you can boost it regardless of if you have friends who like the page or not. So let's click Boost Post. Now, on Facebook, as I mentioned, there's several options for advertising, and by the way, this Boost Post option, it's the most simple option because there's a world of things you can do with advertising on Facebook that we're not going to get fully into today, but just know, I mean, you can go to an advertised post like this, you can take and say, hey, follow up with everyone who clicked on that link and advertise with this. And you can create funnels on Facebook. It's actually an amazing thing to set up sales funnels. And yes, it is a little creepy because you can track people's activity. You can say, I want to advertise this to everybody who's this age to this age, and we're going to do that right now. So here's, let me show you this. So what's your objective? Reach people likely to buy from you and track sales with your website. We're not going to do that today because since this is our Agent Microsite, we're not going to be able to go in and post a code into the actual HTML of the website. But get more people to react with comment, share, click your links from $1 a day. Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. Let's go ahead and set up this boosted post. Now it says it has an invalid URL, but that's just because they want me to paste it in here again. So I'll paste it in again, and we're fine. And what button do we want? Do we want shop? Shop now or learn more? Well, learn more is obviously less aggressive. You're not having them sign up, or you can have them send you a message if they have a question, but that's not what we're actually wanting here. The call to action is visit the website. So I would suggest either shop now or learn more. And let's go ahead and just start with the less aggressive button of learn more. Now, my audience. Who do I want to advertise this to? This is where you can get very creative with your boosted post. I can do any gender I want. I can do any age I want. I can do any location. I can also add demographics and behaviors. And as I said, I'm not going to get into setting up sales funnels here, but you can go to your advertising page on Facebook. I'll show you how to get there before this is done, and learn how to set up basically repeat ads to people who have looked at your stuff before, or watched a few seconds of your video, or liked the post, or clicked the link. You can then rerun the second phase of your sales funnel to those individuals. And it's very neat and it's very interesting, but that would probably explain why, if you are on Facebook, you might keep seeing some of the same ads that you've seen. In fact, sometimes you click a link and you might actually buy something, and then you really get a lot of their ads. Well, sometimes they don't know that you bought it, and they're wasting their money. You're still in their funnel. You haven't got out of their funnel. So sometimes you're perpetually trapped in someone's sales funnel, and you don't even know it. Anyways, I'm making this by myself, so I'm having a little fun, I guess, with myself. And what a great job I have, because I get to play around on Facebook, and counts for work. So anyways, here we go. Let's do some fun stuff here. Obviously, let's go ahead and just keep gender all. Obviously, we're going to change the age range, and let's just say you're doing, for sake of turning 65, let's just say you're going to do 64 to 65 plus. Now remember, 65 plus goes all the way up to, infinity technically. I mean, they could be 120. So, this is going to cover our bases, even though it looks like a short range. It's 64 to unlimited. All right, now for locations, we don't want Indiana. Now for locations, this is going to depend on your choice of where you would like to market. Okay, if you do the whole United States, obviously it's more people, but you have to be licensed in the certain state that you're selling. So let's stick with Indiana. Okay, locations. So depending on where you are in the country, obviously you can change this. We are in Indiana, selling for the boundaries of Indiana, so we're going to keep Indiana as our location. So it's only going to go to men and women who are 64 and above and live in Indiana. Now, if we did this right now, we would have over 550,000 people that we could market to. Now remember, these are all people that can click that link and enroll today, other than the 64-year-old, obviously. These are people that can click your link today and enroll. Now, I just want you to look at that for a second. You're going to spend $5 a day, $10 a day, and as you start to see enrollments from this, I think you're going to do what I would do, which is, wow, every time I put in $1, I get $2 back. Well, how many times do you want to make that exchange? I would do it quite often, frankly. So let's check this out. 550,000 people. If, in fact, you're wanting to limit the size, which I don't know that you do, you can limit it, meaning take this potential audience size down by adding a behavior or an interest. Now, I think that this is a perfect audience size for us. I think this is, it's obviously defined. See how it's here in the green? Sometimes if you do the whole United States or something, it's just too broad. You're not going to see as great of a return on that. And you're going to have to market a lot to finally reach all of those people. And then that doesn't even suggest if you and market to them again. So it's a good size here. But let's say you wanted to narrow it down further. Look, there's a million different ways you can limit this to be even more detailed in your targeting based on demographics and other interests and behaviors that, yes, Facebook has tracked for you. So education, financial, life events, you can, not that you'd want to, none of these are going to really probably make a difference right now for this ad we're doing, but I want you to see, it breaks things down, and yes, Facebook has tracked this. Education, financial, which would be income, life events, parents, relationships, work, and then you can go through the industries and different job titles, interests. Now, by the way, things that they've shopped for, let's look at this. Different clothing, men's clothing, fashion accessories. These are things that people have shopped for. Sports and outdoors, technology. Let's look at some behaviors. Are they a mobile device user? Political affiliation, purchase behavior. Just look at that. So many different things. And this is the tip of the iceberg, folks. I'm telling you. I'll show you the page where you can go to really, and it's so clunky, I think. It's a Facebook main advertising page. To me, it's not very user-friendly. This way to boost a post is your most simple way to get it up and get it with the targeted audience you want. So my suggestion to you, leave this alone. 550,000 people in Indiana are on Facebook and match this. Do you believe that? That's 550,000 Facebook users that match this age range in Indiana alone. Let's do that. Save it. So here's our new targeted audience, people you choose through targeting. Now, if you were just wanting people that are local to stop in your shop and you're not advertising this link like we have where they can enroll online, you can do people in your local area. Custom audiences is for when you set up those sales funnels, so that's for future reference. All right, I would recommend, as they do, that you leave automatic placements on. If you turn this off, you can choose to take it out of Facebook Messenger and just leave it on the Facebook news feed for now. And by the way, you can change way more than that if you do the main Facebook advertising page. But again, this is the simplest way. I would just recommend leaving it on, and it's going to be more efficient for you as well. So look at this. 5 days, $10. Okay, are you following this? That's not $10 a day. That's $10 total. You would reach up to 700 people a day. Let's say you want to do $5 a day for 10 days. Okay, let's do 10 days, and let's do $5 a day, which would be what? $50. So you're going to spend $50, right? Look at that. It's going to reach up to 1,700 people a day, and that's per day. So over the course of 10 days, you could potentially reach 17,000 people for $50 total. Now, I don't know what other advertising system can get you those kind of results. I really don't. And by the way, here's the thing. When you go to boost this, you just go down and click boost. I put on the request manual review. Sometimes when you put an image, they don't like it because, see, it has a big word on it, Anthem. That's only for people that are trying to advertise big words across the screen. They're going to approve this because it's a brand. But like, let's say you just created a big image that said, $5 off my product. They would say, nope, you can't advertise just one big image with text. So I clicked request manual review. So that will go through, just so you know. But the bottom line is, what other advertising source do you know of where you're going to reach 17,000 people for $50? I'd like to know. I mean, email me if you have a better way. I would like to know. And by the way, the most passive way, right? Because they're going to say, hey, I'll click this. I'll check it out. Now, I hear of agents all the time who are doing this and getting great results. And by the way, it's so new, okay, that people, you're ahead of the game right now. The fact that you know how to go in and boost a post like this puts you far ahead of most people in the Medicare industry. All right, so this is amazing to be able to do. $50, 10 days, 17,000 people. Who wouldn't do that? So all you'll do is click boost, and your post will go through. Now, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and boost this. So I'm going to spend money, personal money, just to show you what it looks like, okay? This is nice. I hope my company reimburses me because, look, I'm going to boost this, and I'm not going to get any sales. No, I'm kidding, but I will boost this just so you can see what it looks like in the dashboard, and then I'll shut it off before it actually charges me any money and before it actually goes out to any people, just so no one complains and says, that I was trying to get Medicare sales on the side or something. So let's look at what it does. Boost, submitting your ad, submitting, and it'll take them an hour or two to approve it. It'll be up and running for 10 days. All right, so that's been boosted. Now let me show you how you get to that. You go back to this little arrow, or you can also go to Ad Center. And to set up all those sales funnels that I talked about, which we're not going to go over today, but to check on your ad status, you can go to Ad Center. And here's your advertising summary, recent ads. It's going to tell you post engagements, who clicked it. I mean, it's an amazing thing. You can go to all ads and see how mine's in review here. You can go to all ads, post engagements, and then from here I can actually edit the ad and turn it on and off. But here's what I wanted to show you. If you want to learn, and this is something you will have to research on your own, but I'd love to just show you that there's way more. We're just scratching the surface on Facebook. If you want to set up those sales funnels and get really deep in all this, you just go to this Ads Manager, and you'll see this is what I told you is the clunky tool. But, you know, businesses worldwide use this. I mean, just constantly. And they make a lot of profit off of it. So it looks like this. And there it is, questions about Medicare, see how it's interviewed. So this is like their back-end system that they let you in on. But this is where you would start to create these sales funnels. You'd click Create, and then your audience, placements, manual placements. I'm just telling you that from here you can do some amazing, amazing things. So we're not going to get into that today, but I will tell you this is where you would go if you want to set up those sales funnels. So some of this stuff is so complicated you really have to read through it, but you can switch to quick creation, and that will simplify the process. Now here under quick creation, I do want to show you this is where you can sort of begin the testing campaigns. You can do an A/B split test. Now on an A/B split test, what you do is you run 2 campaigns to see which one works better. So you'd use, for example, 2 different creatives, like 2 different images or content, text on your ad, 2 different audiences. You could add in some of those limiting factors on some of the audiences and get a smaller audience size, see if that works. Placement, you know, you could put it in the Facebook Messenger or newsfeed or the side ads. So many different things, or even more than one of each of those things. I told you it can get really complicated. So also, what is your objective? Do you want brand awareness? Do you want to reach more people? Traffic or clicks to your website? Are they downloading an app? Is it a video you want them to watch 3 seconds of? How about this one, lead generation? There's a way to be able to have them sign up for a lead right here on Facebook. And you'd have to go through that and learn it yourself. Post engagement, that would be like people viewing it, clicking it, sharing it. Page likes, obviously, is liking it. Event responses, if you set up an event. People that message you through the advertisement. And then conversions would be sales, catalog sales, store traffic. So just so many things you can do. Again, my suggestion to you, though, is keep it simple. Submit a post and boost a post. And just by doing the boosted post, like we said, you can reach over 500,000 people for $5 a day. Pretty cool. I'm going to go ahead and shut this ad off so I don't get charged. Anyways, I'm Wes Raley. Thank you for your partnership with Anthem Medicare in Indiana, and please reach out to any one of us if you have any more questions on this topic. Take care. Thank you.